Hey everyone, welcome back to Rustic River Millworks, to the shop. Today I'm going to build a coin holder, one of these military challenge coins. They're getting thicker, and so the person that I'm building this for has many more, so I'm making it a bigger one also. But I'm going to just take this slab piece of oak and I'm going to turn it into a coin holder. So I'll let you see what I'm going to do. I'm going to straighten out these edges, the back, the sides, and the length and the width. I'm going to just square it up is what I'm going to do. Get me a piece of solid oak, and we'll start from there. And I'll show you what I'm going to do. Okay. Turn this on. I'll take the power off. Make sure that it's flat. Yep. Good to go. Okay, so there's other ways to do the squaring up. I could take a square and put it on here and make sure it's square, but you know what? I'm called Rustic River Millworks for a reason. It's rustic. I make sure it's flat, though it's not going to wibble wobble. But here, there's the beginning of a coin holder. I'm gonna cut the back off of here just a little bit more. I'm going to do one more pass and maybe increase the thickness, and the reason why is I'm going to do two more passes, one more on this side because there are some rots and wormholes in here that I want to get out. The other thing is when this is sitting like this, I want to attach a piece, the same width around the sides here to give an end piece so the coins don't roll out. I'll put an end piece on here. And the best way to do that is with my strips that I'm cutting from here already. So let me cut some more of this off. Let me do this. Okay, so I've got my square, like I said, and I've cut my two pieces that I'm going to put here on the end. Before I do that and to measure that, I'm going to turn my table saw and I'm going to turn it 40 degrees. And then I'm going to put a 40-degree edge cut on this one here. Actually where the white is, I want to keep where the wood is, so make sure I got the most of the wood. See there, I don't know if you can see that, but there's darker and lighter. I want more of the darker to be the base, and so I'm going to take off the 40-degree angle is going to be here where it's more of the drier or dead wood. So I'm going to do that real quick. Again, I've already got my blade at 40. Come up with the blade just a little bit. Okay, so there you got it. I've got a 40 degree cut there. And then what I'm going to do is get the biggest coin that I have, which I showed you already, this is the thickest coin that I have. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut at an angle, 25-degree angle, and I'm going to make my lines for this to sit into the coin holder just like this, so that it can be displayed. And I'll bring you back for that too. Okay, just so you can see what I've done, I've angled my my table saw blade. I've angled it to 25 degrees, and I went and did an inch. I marked on here where I want to make those strips for the coins to sit in, the grooves, and I've done them an inch apart. So this one here is long enough. This is actually going to be two different coin holders. So I got one big block. I'm going to do two coin holders out of this one here. But that's what I've done. I've made my marks. Now it's important that you orientate this to the table the right way. If you don't, your grooves will be angled in the wrong direction. I've done it several times. So again, I have a piece that I use to help me to remember. I blame it on COVID. But anyway, it's going to be set just like this, so that the 40-degree cut is beveled up. You just line up your table the way where you want to start. Clear your area of work. You got to keep it clean. And clutter-free. And what I do is I put the inside edge of the blade on the marking. There we go. And then I'll lock it down. Safety. Safety, safety, safety. Okay, then the next thing you want to do is set it for the depth that you want, which here I've got it set at, I believe it's at 2. Let's make sure. Don't want to tell you a lie. Here. I got the depth here. At a half, and I don't want it to be, I want it to go a little bit lower. That's better. 3/8. 3/8. 3/8. That's deep enough. Let's see if this thing will fit in there. Nope, still won't fit, so I gotta make it a little bit bigger. Alright, let's see what we got. What? One more cut. One more cut. Unlock, move it over. This has got to do. Calipers, so I'm going to just measure something. Okay, so there's the 40-degree cut here, and on top you see where I've cut the slats, and this coin does fit in there, and it will display just like that. And there's going to be several more, but I'm just going to sand this up. I've already got the cuts to go here to make an end piece, a cap for the sides. And let me see. What I'll do is, like, this is a square piece, and I'm going to put it on here to the sides and trace out the face of it, and that'll be a cap on both sides of these. So I'm just going to do a little bit of sanding, and I'll bring you back. All right now. Okay, I'm back, and I've got this sanded down. I've got it sanded down, and I got some more coins just to make sure that I got the right size grooves here. Turn this around, let you see the grooves. That's the grooves. And I'm going to start working on the end pieces, which I have got, and I've cut them down. I use the the saw. I used it. Man, can't remember anything anymore. But anyways, I'm going to put these on the ends and cap them off, and you'll see that as we get closer. But that's how it's going to look. And I got to sand those down too. I'm only going to sand this down to about 220. I start with an 80 and I move up to a 220. And then I will polyurethane it. I don't know. I think I might use a lacquer on this. I was watching somebody this morning actually, and they used a lacquer. So I think I'm going to try a lacquer on it, and it dries faster is because the stuff that I'm using, the polyurethane, now don't get me wrong, now it's water based and it dries really quick too. I can put several coats on at a time, but I watched the look of using the lacquer. As a matter of fact, it's a spray lacquer that I'm going to get, and it dried really quick versus I always use these stains. That's a 3-in-1. It's got the polyurethane in it, and I'm going to tell you what, it is hard. It takes forever to drive, and you better know what you're doing because it's not forgiving at all. So, but anyways, I'm going to sand this to 220. So I got one more to go, and I'm going to get my sides on, and I'll bring you back when that's done, and we'll lacquer it up, and we'll go from there. And we'll have a coin holder, a challenge coin holder. Doesn't matter if it's military, police, they've got nurse coins, they've got medic coins, they've got EMT, paramedic. Again, just any coin that you get, it's a challenge coin. It's fun to have, display them, and that's what we're making here. All right, we'll bring you back in just a minute. So I ended up getting 3 of these coin holders done this weekend, actually, today. I've got, let me see, what sizes are these? But again, I take a piece of firewood or just a piece of slab that's been sitting out in the, being ready to burn. I use that. So this is 15.5, and this is 11, and this one is 8. So 3 different size coin holders out of just a piece of firewood, just an old piece of wood laying around. So I'll get these stained. I gotta sand this one more time. I gotta do a 220 again. I sanded it up to 220, like I said. I'll finish this one at 220. One of these I think I'm just gonna shellac the natural color because it's oak and it's beautiful. Got a lot of the pink bird. It's a pinkish color. I don't know if you can see it or it can do justice, but it's like a pink. I probably need the lighting's not the same in here, but it is an oak, and this one has the whiter section, white, the lighter, and then the pink here. But it's definitely oak, and I got the 3, and I am just going to. I think I'm going to stain this one a light espresso, you know, one pass with it and wipe it off. I'll let you see that when I get done with that one. But these 2, I think I'm just going to leave them. I think I'm just going to leave them the color they are, and just lacquer them or put a poly on them. I might do a lacquer and a poly just so you can see the difference between the 2. All right. Other than that. Piece of firewood, made 3 coin holders. Hope you enjoyed it. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, put in the comments what you want to see me build, or what you think I should have done different with these. Other than that, you guys have a good one. We'll see you next time back at the shop.